The countdown has officially begun for us to finally get The Chosen Season 6, which will be the hardest season to watch, and I honestly cannot wait to see one of the most important parts of this incredible story. Especially hearing Jonathan say that the filming affected him this deeply and that he went through one of the hardest periods of his life really shows that they will convey Jesus' struggles in the best possible way. Let's talk about what will happen in The Chosen Season 6, Episode 1, and throughout the rest of the season, the difficulties Jonathan experienced during filming, and most importantly, when we will be able to watch this season, which is already guaranteed to be amazing. First, I want to tell you what we will see. As you can probably guess, Season 6 will start directly where Season 5 left off, and we will see that the tension reaches its peak from the very first episode with Jesus' arrest. Before being arrested in Gethsemane, Jesus will pray, "Not my will, but yours be done." And after that, he will be arrested and brought before Annas. At this point, we will no longer see Annas as the high priest. However, he will still be powerful enough to pull the strings behind the scenes. He will question Jesus about his followers and his teachings. And here we will hear one of Jesus' legendary lines. "I've taught openly. Why are you questioning me as if I were hiding?" Of course, after this answer, one of the guards who gets angry at Jesus will strike him, and the suffering that Jesus will endure will officially begin. When I think about how physically and emotionally exhausted Jonathan must have been during the filming of this season, I honestly do not know if I will be able to find the strength within myself to watch these kinds of difficult scenes. During the trial, the disciples will really try hard to defend Jesus, but Jesus will, as always, wait quietly and calmly, because Jesus will know that no matter what is said about him, all the decisions about him have already been made, and that these opinions cannot be changed. And at this point, we will truly be able to see once again how talented Jonathan is as an actor, because throughout Season 6, we will watch Jesus remain silent in many moments, thinking about his fate, and I believe that when we look into Jonathan's eyes, we will be able to feel what is going through Jesus' mind. After this relentless trial, Jesus will be sent before Caiaphas. Sanhedrin will try to find witnesses against Jesus, but no one's testimony will match. Caiaphas, who is overwhelmed by the situation and wants to prevent everything from descending into chaos, will silence everyone and ask Jesus a very difficult question directly. "Are you the Messiah?" And then we will watch perhaps one of the most unforgettable scenes in the series. Jesus will say, "You have said so. From now on, you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." And with this legendary statement, Jesus' path will be completely sealed. The council will angrily accuse Jesus of blasphemy. However, as you already know, the Jewish leaders will not be able to execute him themselves because they need Roman approval. So Jesus will be taken before Pontius Pilate. Pilate will feel from the very beginning that something is wrong, because deep down, he will know that Jesus is innocent. He will ask, "Are you the king of the Jews?" And Jesus will say, "You say that I am." Another breathtaking moment. Pilate will be torn. Even though one part of him knows that Jesus is innocent and wants to help him, he will be under pressure from all sides. And unfortunately, both to fulfill his duty and to avoid taking responsibility, he will send him to Herod Antipas. Herod will want to see a miracle from Jesus. However, Jesus will remain silent because, as you already know, Jesus had made a promise to himself, so he will show nothing. As a result, Herod will mock him, dress him in a royal robe as a joke, and send him back. And I honestly do not know how I will watch these scenes. Jesus being dragged from place to place despite being innocent, the pressure he faces, a really tough season awaits us. Pilate will try one last time to save him, and in accordance with the Passover tradition, he will offer the crowd a choice, whether to release Jesus or Barabbas, a known criminal. The crowd will angrily demand that Barabbas be released, and realizing that the end of the road has come, Pilate will wash his hands in front of everyone and say, "I am innocent of this man's blood." Then, unfortunately, he will unwillingly order Jesus to be flogged, mocked, crowned with thorns, and ultimately crucified. And at this point, we will have completed the first 6 episodes of Season 6. And the good news is that Dallas Jenkins said in recent days that we will be able to watch the first 6 episodes of Season 6 in fall 2026. So we really only have a few months left before we can watch the season we have been waiting for years. And if you ask when we will watch Jesus' crucifixion, we will be able to watch that in spring 2027 in theaters. And since the filming of season 6 ended on September 17th, Jonathan has said in almost every interview he attended that filming this season was one of the hardest things in his life, and that he struggled a lot both physically and emotionally. However, he also states that his biggest help in getting through these difficult periods was thinking about how Jesus would think and what he would do. He says that fully devoting himself to him strengthened him in the face of difficulties. And I am extremely excited to watch a season that moved both Jonathan and everyone on set this deeply, and most importantly, to watch the feature-length crucifixion episode in theaters. So, will The Chosen end like this? Of course not, because Dallas also stated that the filming of season 7 will begin soon, and there are many projects on the way, like Joseph of Egypt and Book of Moses. So I have to say that we are entering a very beautiful period. All right, now you tell me, are you as excited as I am to see The Chosen season 6? Do you feel ready? Let's meet in the comments. Meanwhile, if you want to learn more about The Chosen cast, check out this video.